Oh, the thing had plenty of gas in it. Watery though, watery. Look at that. You can see the dripples on the back of the car here. That was real watery. Real, look at that. Look at it, it shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't run like that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we got this Power Smart 209cc with an overhead valve. Now I've never seen a lawnmower in this orientation with it on the side, the recoil, and then the valve cover in the back. That's probably a good place so when you throw it in the truck it doesn't hit nothing in the front. But this lawnmower came, the guy set it up and it's bad out the gate. So I'm going to show you guys how to fix it. We're going to look at the carburetor. This thing won't start. It'll start and die with ether. This, I mean, literally he just put it in the box and can't get it to run. So we're going to look at it. It has a big old handle and he hasn't put the lockers in yet because he wanted it to run. So it's full of fresh gas. Let's get popping this off. Looking at it, it looks like it's going to be 2 bolts, so it's going to have a stud style, so 10 millimeter. I've never worked on a Power Smart before, so this is the first time for me. Should be pretty simple. I got the basic tools, you know, fuel clamps just in case it doesn't have a fuel shut off, nail nose pliers, 8 millimeter with a ratchet, and a 10 millimeter on the impact. So we're going to impact down here. Take off one little nut there, one other little nut right here, and that should allow me to get this off. And now we can look at the carburetor itself. Honda style carburetor. There's a gasket. I'm gonna make a video coming out soon on everything you need to know about different styles of carburetors. Hang on, let me get this carburetor up. It should be a pretty good one. I'm going to talk about Honda styles, Briggs styles, Tacoma styles. How far does this have to go to pop out? So they make this one hard. What's holding this one in? Okay, so all the way, oh sorry, knocked over my camera here. Okay, it's not all the way back. You know what, I'll just pull the carburetor. Why is this not turning? Okay, so there is no fuel shut off, so I'm gonna have to clamp it. You guys are looking at the wrong way there, sorry about that. Pair of clamps, clamp this fuel line. Needle those pliers, pull off the fuel line. There we go. And fuel clamps need to go back a little bit more. There we go. Okay, let's take a peek at this. See if it primes. Yeah, it's priming fine. Should have fired up pretty good priming like that. But something's wrong with this carburetor out the gate. So we're going to take it apart. It's just your basic Honda style carburetor, except with a primer. Most of the time you will not see a primer on a Honda style carburetor. That's a Briggs thing. So you can always tell a Honda style carburetor because it has the pilot jet. So I'm going to take this apart and we're going to give it a clean in the back of the car. Okay, here we are in the back of the car. Oh, the thing had plenty of gas in it. Watery though, watery. Look at that. You can see the dripples on the back of the car here. That was real watery. Real, look at that. Look at it, it shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't run like that. So now from here, you know what, we'll just put you up here on the top of the toolbox. Get the toolbox steady. This is the problem with field repairs. I'm gonna have to drain a little bit of that. Okay, so now right here we got the jet. If you unscrew that all the way, you should be able to reach in here and push down this emulsion tube, and that's how that's gonna do. I'm not gonna do all that because the jet doesn't look bad. So what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna spray everything down with carburetor cleaner. In this hole right here to go to the pilot jet area, I'm not gonna pull that out. Spray in this hole, which clears out some of the areas in the float. I'm gonna spray in the jet, in the fuel valve, and just all around just spray out the carburetor. And then from there we're gonna put it back on the machine and we're gonna look and see why this thing's not starting. Okay, I got the carburetor cleaned, but I want to take a sample of this gas here just to see if it's watery. Now I don't like the fact that this comes in, oh, it's still probably gravity fed. I don't know, this is a weird lawnmower. It's a weird lawnmower brand. Okay, look at that. Let's see, I'm gonna take you outside so you can see this. This is probably one of our problems right here. You see that line right there? See that line? You could clearly see it. That's water. That's water right there. That bubble, that's water. So what I'm doing right now is just draining the rest of this gas out. Even after all the samples, after all the cups I've done, I'm near the end here. This gas still looks nasty. I'm wondering if that's a fuel stabilizer or his can was bad. So, yeah, I'm seeing it come in. It's not looking good. I wonder if they put something in the gas tank that you're supposed to clean out first. Obviously, without looking at the instructions, I don't know, but I've never seen this much. Actually, I have another video I did have a lot of water in it, but so I think that's about dry. Yeah, it's looking about dry. So see, even on this last sample here, you can clearly see it's half and half. See, check that out.
Yep.
See that layer on top?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so that explains why it wasn't running. So I'm gonna check his gas and then we're gonna put gas in it and put it back together. Okay, with running it through, we should actually be good to go on this now. So I'm gonna put the carburetor back on here, throttle first. This one you have to do off, I noticed. Throttle first, spring on, and then you're gonna put it up onto the, are you serious? There you go. And then now you're gonna put it up on the studs and let that go in. Keep this tube up here to the left of the carburetor while you put that on there. Now from here we can put the primer on there. Let me clear this primer though, just in case I had that. Okay, it's empty. So primer goes on the black part. And then that's back on the carburetor. We'll put the clamp back on. I hate these clamps. They really went cheap on this sumbitch. Okay. Now from here, getting this tube on is going to be the hardest part. Oh, you got to put the washer on first. It would help if I put the gasket on there. There we go. Now, I'm not going to put the air filter on and everything all right now. I want to put just one or two little bits. I just want to put just a little bit of gas in and see if she starts and stays running. That's the key thing. Okay, so I'm going to put some gas in it and let's pull start this son of a bitch. Okay. It's not 100% full. First thing is, after every time you sit there and wait a second, you gotta make sure that there's nothing's leaking out of the carburetor. Make sure you didn't break nothing there. Now we're gonna prime it. I'm gonna look down. Okay, I actually see it spitting out, so that's good. By all means, this thing should start and run. The reason I think it took a few pulls is because it still had water inside the piston head. So let's go ahead and release the brake. I'm going to pull this handle up here, and I'm going to feed it through this system here. So that way it's up and ready to go, just like that. If you're wondering, all you do is you wrap it around this one, then you go up, and then you wrap it around that side. Right there, that's how you get this handle back up like that. So let's pull it again, make sure that wasn't a fluke. Now we can put the air filter back on and finish it up. So all in all, I always love working on engines and lawnmowers that I've never seen before. And this Power Smart, its orientation is weird, and it feels like it has a assisted start. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, because I know some weed eaters and chainsaws have a thing that makes it easier to start, but it feels like I was pulling it too hard like a normal lawnmower. And so I don't know, I didn't dig too deep into the engine specifics of this, but it was a great fixed up. You know, common mistake, putting water in the gas. And if you guys like this video, subscribe. I do repairs Monday and Wednesday. I make content all throughout the week, and on Friday I do a product review. Man, we are just jam-packed full of content here. So, and I do giveaways once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month. It all depends on what I feel like doing. So always check it out. You never know when I'm feeling like fuck it. You know what I mean? Peace.